We've been waiting for Salvage for a number of years, and I think that with its recent showcase on Inside Star Citizen and our upcoming implementation in 3.18, the hull stripping will mean that we are still really going to be waiting for actual hands-on salvage for a number of years yet to come. I and our viewers had a discussion about this subject on our recent Twitch show. The following is just a few clips of our thoughts. We can do other things with mining. I know we can walk up and we can put devices on, but if we can actually like get in and chip away at things with our hands with a tool, and that would be pretty cool. Pry stuff away from rocks, and do the same with salvage as well. Actually, I know we've got physical components we're going to be able to go in and take out and carry. It'd be nice to be able to take out cables, maybe. You know, nothing super complicated, but an animation to take out cables. Maybe you have to wiggle the mouse in a certain fashion to get it out safely. I don't know. Or maybe you can yank it out if you're in a hurry or you're not bothered about it. Something a bit more hands-on, and some more tools. Doesn't have to go super in depth, just something to it that's not just sitting in a ship or having a hand tool and pointing a laser at it, because it's a bit of a cop-out.
Which gets put into cargo box.
Ooh, look at this. This is pretty nice.
This is in the filler stations that are in the back of the reclaimer. And you'll need someone back there to take these full crates out of the dispenser and stack them away on your cargo grid.
And once you have your cargo hold full, you fly to the station where you then can sell the commodity.
Yeah, new mechanics are great to have, but I wanted it to be a bit more complex and refined. Yeah, like I said, if it was tier 0 where we had this hands-on approach, like I was describing with various tools where we've got a wrench of some sort and we're wrenching parts off, pulling out some cables, and sure, lasers can come into it as well. Even if it didn't look all that nice, but if they were going down that route to begin with, you could see that that's a strong base, and hopefully they can just keep stepping up with it over the quarters. But they haven't. They've gone down this route, and I think this is probably all we're going to get for a very long time.
Take the hull off their ship and put it back on yours to repair the damage. Yeah,
pretty cool, right? There's this nice bit of gameplay coming into the game. Hopefully they can develop it a little bit more so it's a little bit less simplistic and laserfied, but yeah. Or maybe not. It's still a game at the end of the day. Perhaps we've just got to suck it up and understand that, immersion-wise kind of lessons in Star Citizen as time goes on, because it's just too difficult to get it any more realistic than that. At the end of the day, it's just kind of a number on the gun's dial, and then you go to your ship that needs repairing. It looks like this on the side, which looks pretty nice, and the effects look pretty good as well. And then you just sort of reverse the process with another laser, and the number on your gun depletes, and your ship gets more health points or hit points, and looks shinier. It's not terrible by any means. And it's not like you are only repairing the hull of your ship. Well, that's the idea eventually. At the moment, you're probably repairing hit points. But it's just putting a layer of skin over the top, isn't it? So, I quite like it. It's just, this is probably what we're going to get for the next 2 years or so before maybe they do something else. Or maybe they won't. Because they've got to work on all the other tier 0 stuff. There's always more work involved than you think, right? We've come to learn that in development. Even just some simple UI, it takes such a long time. It's not as easy as you think. And I have first-hand experience now as a content creator, if I can call myself that, with these YouTube videos. I put one out the other day that's 2 minutes long, and it took me 2 days to do it. It's a humongous amount of work. If we were getting a tier 0 that was didn't look as fancy as this and wasn't as complete as this type of gameplay that they've put in, this type of laser stripping gameplay. And it was more akin to what we've got in mind, what we sort of resonate here, Bandana and Ryan. And it was just, you know, jankier and simpler. Then I'd be happier about it, because I know that that's the first steps that they're going to grow and build on, as opposed to just continuing the laser gameplay. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not terrible. I like it. I'm not going to put a but at the end of that sentence. Not this time.
One, all.